Alright, hello. We are back to playing Birth by Sleep. Everything's good situated. Okay, cool. Gonna warn you right now, we're doing command board stuff still. I think we only have a few more to do, but... No, it's definitely gonna be exciting for this first, 20 minutes or so. Whoops, that was bad. I almost accidentally... Sorry, get stuff set up on my phone so I can see everything. I almost accidentally started watching the stream while still on data because I had disconnected earlier. Only one thing left to do, and then we'll be all set to go. That is not my Twitch. I have too many tabs open. There we go, now we're all set. A 2. Well, as always, we're gonna head south. I think I left myself with only 3 games left, so that's good. Because otherwise we're gonna be here for a while. We still are. But the process will be slightly faster. I'll stick a cure there. There's a smudge on my glasses, give me a second. I don't think I ignore such a thing, but it's a pretty obvious smudge. Alright, back to rolling the dice.
There we go.
Now, for some reason, I don't know what possessed me to do this, but I decided to cut a slice of watermelon. So I'm now trying to figure out how to carefully position this plate so I can eat my watermelon. Not like that, clearly. If I put this here, I'll trap them when they go over there. Because they'll be stubborn and not want to leave that area. My volume's so low. Just on my end, it seems quieter than normal, which probably means it might be quieter than normal on that end, I don't know. Yeah, sure. It's gonna immediately get stolen from me. Yeah, free tile. Well, not free. The card was free, but I still had to pay for it.
Nice. That's the way.
There we go.
Oh, I guess I'll take this.
All right.
Even more connected tiles. Got a bit of a trap going there.
Oh no.
I'm a board winner.
Oof.
Nice.
That just means more money that will eventually end up in my hands. Now let's do a double dice and maybe we can try to pass him.
Like this.
Wait, hold on. I think we only have one way we can go. Yeah, there we go. Passing was really easy. I don't know why I did.
There we go. All right.
A little bit dumb there. Let's go ahead and level up my panel.
There
Take that. No, you really don't want to land on it.
All right.
Yeah.
That's the way.
Sorry, it's command board. At a certain point, there's only so much you can say. Especially when I'm playing on the easiest possible version of it. Yeah, we're hitting the red now.
I'm a board winner. There we go.
I'll catch up.
Ha. Alright, we want to roll our way around this way, otherwise we're going to have to go to that negative area.
All right.
Justice might give me a lap, one turn win, or one lap win.
Oh no.
Sorry, wait, was that? Alright, no, it's still not a way to actually look around, but there is a way to look at it from the top. There's a way to look around. Triangle. Aha. I pressed like every other button than square and triangle apparently last time. But you can actually look around.
There we go.
I'm going to land on the bad spot
No.
and give it to her.
That's the way.
I'm a board winner.
Nice.
Justice betrays me. I was going to steal it, but I can't even get her past the cube, so I guess we'll just head forward.
All right.
Alright. 1.
That's the way.
Okay, Justice is gone. Roll. There we go. I've become the character. I'm just saying their lines now.
Nice.
Alright, go and roll again. I go for a riskier maneuver, but I'm gonna wait till we get up to here. Oh, cool. Is this gonna be a 4 in a row? 4 in a row, nice. And we own all blue.
Oh no.
I kind of want to maybe try to stall and see if we can take that last black panel over there, but it might not be worth it. Yeah, I can't make it. The only thing I do is land on either green or land on Aqua's tile. If I go there, I'm risking falling in when Aqua inevitably goes up. I'll go for green. Gives me another shot at least. I'm only doing this because you actually do get some more arena points or whatever they're called. Medals.
That's the way.
Arena medals. Based on your final score.
Nice.
It's not a lot, but every little bit counts when I need as many as I do.
That's the way.
Right, rolling a 2 is risky right now, but I'm going to go for it. 1 is not 2, so that's fine.
There we go.
It's a little known fact.
Here goes.
Oof. Oh, really? That doesn't really do anything. Yeah, I guess just get saved from stepping on that. Usually we won't roll a 1. Just randomly level up this panel.
All right.
The odds are not going to land on it.
Nice.
Alright, we're going to go up. We'll ride the cube across and get some extra value out of it.
That's the way. Nice.
Alright, I'm back. Just chewing on the watermelon. Alright, exactly 3.
There we go.
400 from there. We'll get extra from blue. Unfortunately, I can't make it all the way to red. In fact, I've kind of have forced myself to win in at least 2 moves. So I couldn't not win if I wanted to.
All right.
Or at most, not at least.
There we go.
But hey, as he says, there we go.
Easy.
Oh, I didn't actually see how many medals that was. Oh well. Okay, that was 5 command board games, but one, we need 2 more. Oops, didn't mean to shuffle. That's fine, still going first.
All right. There we go. Ready?
Absolutely not.
Thank you.
This is what I get for deciding a watermelon would be good stream food. It's like the messiest food you can eat.
All right. There we go. Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna head this way. And we will... Let's go this way. Let's buy the special panel, even though it doesn't really matter, because it's 0 gravity. And we have like 20 of those or something like that. It only really matters on if you do the actual command board in the start menu, where it's actually the proper board for each area, and you can't really change the settings that much. Those ones will have special skills on them that are actually unique to the board. And you can use that to get some pretty early stuff. But I've never actually really chosen to do that.
Thank you.
One notable thing you can do at least is get Cure before your second world.
There we go.
Because normally I believe Cure can't be gotten until I think at least the second world.
All right.
But with the command board, you can go ahead and do the command board up until you find a Cure panel and then just exit out.
Ta-da!
You get to keep it. And you can do that as soon as you start the game on that character, actually. Oof. That's not good. Oh well, that's not ever come close to winning.
Thank you.
You just... Why would you... Alright, I'll take the free money. I mean, it means I need to not land on those tiles, but how hard can that be?
Yeah. Thank you.
Roll.
There we go. All right.
Dang it, we're gonna land on a thing.
Hmm.
Oh, well, it's only 45. No. That's how you lose. We only have 2 more matches left, including this one. We're already most of the way through it, so that's good. Problem is what comes next, which is a ton of fighting things that are going to be tough.
There we go. Nice.
Dang, getting a pink sweep there. Might not actually, but going to. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Keyblade glider. There we go. It's possible it wasn't a Keyblade glider, but either way, I could have easily dumped it on him probably if it was something bad.
All right.
And then we just run back across.
There we go.
That's not even gonna come into play. Tempting to dump a minute. But no, we won't. Did I get what we needed? Oh well. Okay, not exactly what we wanted, but it is a safe place. I'm a little worried about how much coverage he has, though. Well, luckily they're not high-value tiles, but they're still gonna be annoying to land on.
There we go.
Alright, just gotta make one lap. We can do that pretty fast. Go this way. Not normally, but I'm pretty sure I can get back around before he gets back.
There we go.
That's fine. We still win, as long as I don't buy that.
Thank you. Nice.
Roll.
All right.
There we go. Alright, one more. And then we will be done with Command Board forever.
Easy.
It will never show its face again. Okay, that'd be too definitive. It's possible I might need to play a Command Board to get a certain move for Terra. Just because I have less advantages compared to Ventus and Aqua. So, it's possible I might need a specific thing from that in order to beat the fight. But maybe not, we'll see. Alright, last round, let's go.
There we go.
I'd play the other boards, but they're too hard. Okay, they're not actually that hard, but they're not as fast.
Nice.
And at this point, I just care about beating.
All right. There we go.
I mean, the next two games in the series,
That's the way.
I think, have far easier ultimate weapons than this. So this is like the last one I actually need to worry about. At least I don't remember Kingdom Hearts 3 being that difficult to get, and I don't think well, this is Birth by Sleep. I don't think Dream Drop Distance
All right.
had a complicated one to get. And technically, this isn't that complicated if you're just counting the last step of it.
Nice.
It's the fact you have to do everything to lead up to that last step. Because all this Mirage Marina stuff is entirely separate from the main game. So if you never touch it, you are doing this all entirely at
There
once.
we go.
Meanwhile, like 2, you're probably getting a bunch more Calcum Plus as you're just exploring. And even if you miss any, you can just go back and get him pretty easily.
All right.
That's the way.
I'm gonna stuff this watermelon in my face real quick. Alright, that wasn't exactly quick, but I no longer have watermelon. In a precarious spot.
Nice.
So I can focus a little better now. You know, this grand activity that I need to focus on. And this requires 100% of my attention.
There we go.
How dare you? Yeah, it's fine. They're kind of behind me still. But they have a decent amount of tiles down, so that's going to give them a bonus at the end, but still. We're probably still going to have more value.
Nice.
Alright, I'm going to go for a 3 dice.
How you like this?
At this point, there's not very many things I can put a panel down on, so I might as well just move as far as I can.
All right.
I gotta go this way though, because if I don't, then I'd be stuck in the negative zone. But there we go, that lets me catch up, and I get 72 money.
There we go.
Ooh.
All right.
Okay. Nearing victory, you're probably gonna need to make another lap though. That's definitely going to need to make another lap. Not a complete lap, but at least one loop
The
around
way.
back to the start. We'll use Joker's Fortune just to see if maybe we can get a little bit extra money beforehand. Dang it. I was kind of hoping for either panel capture or GP magnet.
There we go.
We're not actually there yet.
All right.
We still have a bit ways to go. I'm probably gonna need to hit both green and yellow if I want to make it. And do the conditions over there. I'm gonna use the 3 dice.
How you like this?
Because there's a lot of bad spots. Oof, we didn't really roll very high. What we got there? Okay, both those are safe spots.
There we go. All right.
Nice. Ha! Wait, no, we need yellow.
There we go.
Alright, we're close, but still not quite.
All right.
Oh no.
Alright. Spin that dice. Still don't win. Yeah, we're gonna loop back to the start. Again. I think I'm trying to... There we go, it doesn't really make a full loop unless you actually move over to it.
There we go.
You're not gonna go south, are you? That'd be dumb. Right, there we go.
Nice.
Head that way. Let's hope we don't roll a 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's hope we don't roll a 4. 3's not 4. Alright, maybe I can knock her into the negative zone. Nope. She got away. Ah, paid me though. Well, I guess I win regardless. I just gotta get back.
Okay.
GP Protector. That makes it easier to make a loop. Alright, roll. Alright, this way so I can break open the cube and get some extra money out of it. Walker made it back to the start, so she's no longer going to have near debt values.
Nice.
So there's no reason to think that's anything. I did briefly think it might be possible that she might go into debt somehow,
All right.
just from how many times she landed on
There we go.
my tiles or money loss tiles.
That's the way.
Unfortunately, I'll get my points for the lap, so that will kind of suck, but oh well.
Nice.
Still be ending on 6,000 points.
All right.
And the last of their command boards is over.
Easy.
I think I might have mentioned it last time, I don't know. Or maybe my train of thought was derailed. That happens sometimes. But, I did randomly glance at it, and apparently the command board requirement in the okay, that's not the best way to say it. In the original version of the game, was that you actually had to play all the command boards, including one final secret board that I don't even know about. But with this one, they just switched it to play 7, or win 7 command boards. Okay. So I'm thinking. It's a thing I do sometimes. Um, oh, we actually have Fire Surge equipped. That's actually not terrible. Got Mind Square. Yeah, this is what we probably use for fighting Xehanort. Oh, speaking of which, hold on. I just remembered some dire to this whole process. Yeah, we don't actually have uh, combo resist on Terra. Let me quickly remember how you make that. And by remember how you make that, I mean look it up. Once more, fire, fire. Second chance, Blizzara, Blizzara. Okay. So many blizzards, we need fires. Well, we have a fire. That's not what we're looking for. We need fire. We do have Dark Firaga. I don't know if that actually does more damage than Firaga. Because I was thinking, we don't have access to triple Firaga on Terra. But we did have access, I do know that we have access to Dark Firaga. And I was thinking I might just buy a bunch of Dark Firaga for the boss. Let's go level that up. Switch Dark Volley over to... I thought we had another one here, but I guess we'll take Chaos Snake. Do we have any sort of... We have Renewal Block. It's better than nothing. Alright. Here we go. We got some easy battles at least to start with.
Take that.
It would be nice if I could use T-Links inside of the Mirage Arena.
Take that.
And now we know that our only requirement is that we get Villains Vendetta, so as soon as we unlock that, we can skip straight ahead to it. We don't need to do every battle leading up to it. So we don't have a lot of leeway when it comes to that, because we don't have very many medals. Actually, on that note, does it tell me? After 6 minutes. I wasn't sure what our actual objective is. Sorry, my camera's fighting me a little bit. This controller is drifting slightly.
You're done. Take that. Heal.
That is healed. That is not an attack option. That is only kind of an attack option. The Fire Surge is my best option for dealing damage and not taking damage.
Take that. Take that.
Also, still need to pay attention to these guys dying, actually, and figure out if they only drop money. I'm pretty sure they do. don't think I've seen items drop here, so that means you can't kill these axe flappers to get abounding crystals. The good news is, unlike when I was playing Aqua, my strength should be pretty high. So smacking things should be a viable strategy. It just won't be very fast.
Take that. You're done. So long.
That's not bad. Okay, you can't block those. Yay, 90 medals. Alright, command board. No, not command board. I'm on autopilot, sorry. I'm so used to command board. Get rid of that fire. Should be able to use it to make another fire. Actually, on that moat, hold on. Nope, not moat. Abilities, that's what I was looking for. We have... Okay, we need more fire boost, because we're going to be using mostly fire to take out the boss. So that should be easy enough to make. I'll just take meld. Make fire, and stick a shimmering to it. Got fire. I can probably afford to take this Kira off just for some extra space to level up my stuff. We seem to have plenty of Blizzara. Do we have any leveled up Blizzaras? We do actually. Okay, well in that case, I'll just put together the combo right now. Blizzara and Blizzara with, what is it? Pulsing Crystal. We'll make Blizzaga second chance. Alright, there we go. That should be good. Risky riches. Yeah, alright. Burn the fire. So much fire and some ice for good measure.
Take that. Take that.
Yeah, I'm saving Ventus for last. Not really intentionally. I was gonna switch over to Ventus, but now I'm thinking it might be a good idea. Because I think Ventus is probably going to be easier than Terra. So that'll feel less painful in comparison at that point.
Take that. Heal. Take that.
It's like Aqua, Ventus has a dodge that can be used infinite
Take that.
to, well, be infinite iframes. That's the term.
Take that.
has a dodge that has iframes. Something we do not really have. We have this Fire Surge, which does not last very long and will not protect me against the Hammer Row. It's interesting because I thought Blade Charge was more Aqua's ability, but Terra also just natively has it. Alright, there we go. More chests. It's probably the Surge abilities is what gives it to me. The Blade Charge, I mean. That are the Mind abilities. There we go. Another one complete. Arena 17. Still got quite a ways to go. Nothing leveled up that I care about. Doesn't say new, so I'm pretty sure I already fought Sinister Sentinel. So now you have Combined Threat. This will probably be a decent bit harder. At least in comparison. I feel like this probably had pretty good crowd clearing potential. Should figure out what my finisher move is right now, actually. I don't know if I unlocked Dark Hours while we were fighting the final boss or what. Don't seem... I don't know if I have it right now. Right now I seem to have somehow activated Rock Breaker, but that's not a finisher. I mean, it is, but it isn't. I don't remember what the actual term is. Die! Alright, confused or what happened there? I somehow managed to dash upward with a surge. I can tell they're a little more tankier. Not really killing them in as few combos anymore. But it also means they should help me level up my abilities faster. Okay, we do have Twisted Hours equipped. Get down here. Fight me. And I think this whole idea of Keyblade forms does get adapted into third game. A lot of the big changes between the second game and the third game actually came from all these spin-off games. Slow motion from Dream Drop Distance, which we haven't gotten to yet. Shot locks came from this one. And I think also has the Keyblade forms. But I'm not 100% sure on that statement. And they are pretty similar. It has been a while since I played the third game, so I don't remember how similar they are. General idea might be definitely carried over, but like the actual execution, like shot locks are basically just a one-to-one system, minus there's a quick step ability. The Keyblade forms, from what I remember, are kind of more of a mixture of Keyblade forms like this and drive forms from the second game. There's a Mandrake shooting me. Where is he? There we go. No more Mandrake. I think Blizziga has one more level on it before it's useful. Elastic is useful now, technically. It's not ever going to meld with it. I think the only thing we make is Deep Freeze with Terra. Just not something I'm interested in. Go away. There we go, nice counter here. Come on, block towards the enemy. There we go. Alright, smack the whole thing. Hey, why did it stop? I guess I missed my X press somehow. God, I hate those inflatable guys. Alright, here we go. No. Trinity armor. We're totally prepared for this.
You're done.
I was trying to fill the blade charge meter. That's why I went so aggressive.
Take that.
Alright, Twisted Hours will save me. Oh, I actually managed to break out of it.
Take that. Take that. Take that.
It's actually not a bad finisher, just due to the way it works. It's dealing decent damage, and also keeping me invincible during it.
Take that. Take that. Take that. You're done. So long.
I have no idea if I'm actually hitting the boss.
Take that. You're done.
There, that makes it much more clear than hitting the boss.
Take that. Heal.
At least we have Leaf Bracer.
Take that.
And another one down. Yeah, that was not good at all. We do not have good crowd killing potential. So I go ahead and meld these two fires into a Faraga. Wrong thing. There we go, fire. Fire. Fire up. And, this is a Wellspring Crystal. There we go, now we have once more. Well, once it's built up. Then we will have once more. Wait, did I not actually equip? Oh, we already have Leaf Brace, so that's why. I feel like I remember not liking Transcendence. So where is... There you go, Faraga. Okay. Let's meld some random stuff together, like Gravura and Gravity with a Hungry Crystal. Get another Zero Graviga, and we'll take a Strike Raid, and not really interested in any of that. Okay. Quick Blitz. Oh, we got an Unknown. Wait, that's probably just gonna make Aeroga. Yeah, it's just making Aeroga. Now it's Freeze Raid. Isn't this like not what we want? I feel like this is not what I want. Let's not meld stuff at you right now. Let's go on an adventure real quick. We missed something pretty vital in Disney Town. We'll take out a fire surge. Because we need thunder. Actually, hold on, wait. I think I can probably just get it easily with thunder surge. Alright, let's check on our finished command real quick. Is it building up right now? It is actually technically building up, so I suppose we can keep it there. That was going to be attacked. Alright, Thunder Surge. Piece cake. Not quite, okay. Do it again. Piece of cake. And I'm doing this because I'm pretty sure you can get a recipe from here. Oh, controller disconnected. That's not the jump button. Oops. Can't jump that yet. There we go. I'm pretty sure I might be able to just... Okay, well, we're committing to it now. Yeah, we can just glide straight across, pretty much. Gotta be careful with these surges, they don't fall off. Chaos Crystal, I'll probably never use. Action Recipe, that's okay. Still not really what I was looking for. Let's get this puzzle piece if I can. Nope, controller disconnected again. This cord's a little finicky. Alright, land there and dash across. Alright, time to get up here with Terra. Wow, I'm actually full on ether. Extra frog there. Boing. Alright, time to bounce around a lot and somehow accidentally end up where we need to be. Kind of, but not quite. Close. Come on, a little closer. There we go. Alright, now I just gotta reset center area. Oh, it fell to the bottom. I didn't quite make it out. Great job. I'm not sure which is worse, this or Bippy Boppy Boo. Yeah, actually no, I think it's Bippy Boppy Boo. Gonna drop down. Slide, maybe. There we go. To the left. I'm not actually sure what triggers this opening. Kinda just always happens at some point. I guess a certain score, maybe, because I just got it from opening that. But there we go, we got break time, something I'll never use. Oh, hold on, we do need to go back up to the top. That does go out somewhere. Alright, let's get out of this center area. There we go. Out to the raceway. We're gonna open this chest, we're not gonna fight anything. We got a nice slot edge. And then there, we do see something over there. Alright, looks like we're pretty done here. That was the only thing I wanted to do, and technically didn't even get what we wanted. Which does make me wonder, I don't think I ever came back here with Terra. Or not here, but to the cave. Not cave. The, Keyblade Graveyard. Because there's a spot at the center that I forgot to loot on Ventus, and I'm pretty sure I forgot to loot on Terra too. Oh, and we actually have a level 10 Radiant Garden. That's good. I can use that.
Thunder.
One of these buttons activates the shop. I don't know what that's like. Hmm. Yeah, magnet, right? Not a lot of it. I'll just buy a second one. That will be easier than making it. Alright. Let's go out and not die.
Freeze! Heal! Want some?
Yeah, this is kind of the part I was dreading, which is just the general having to grind. Because we're nowhere near ready to actually take on the the Villains Vendetta. Aqua was able to handle it, I think, at 33, or not 33, 43, which is still technically underleveled, but that was fairly doable, so I think we'll try to aim for around the same point with Terra. And pull yourself out of the ground. There, now I don't have to worry about that anymore. Problem is, that's like 8 levels away. You can't get me. I just remember there's something else I want to buy. Is why I came back here. I need another 2 fire, I believe. No, actually, that's wrong. I just need Blizzard and Arrow. Surely I have those 2 things, right? A Blizzard and an Arrow? Yeah, we have those 2 things. Alright, well, if I stick a... what's that say? A Bounding Crystal in it, this will give me a skill that I haven't gotten any other character. EXP Walker. Here we do have a Cura sort of built up. I was curious about that. 2 magnets. Better with 0 gravity, yeah. I'm actually going to switch out this Curaga for just regular Cura. This Curaga is going to take too long to recover in an actual boss fight, so I want to build up this Cura. Alright, I think we're all set to head back out. See, now I technically have the very dumb option but I can go home. Or not home, but I can go to like Radiant Garden. Right? And from here, do I have EXP chance as well? I just have EXP Walker. EXP chance is fire, which I don't think we have ready. And we just went through all the effort to make one of those. Yeah, we have Faraga.
Want some? Here, here, ha, good. Take that. Here.
And we have at least leveled up that.
Drift. Freeze. Let's go. Say goodbye. So long. Take that. Here. Ha.
There we go, Confusion Strike. Random hit. Alright, we're gonna head over to the shop over here and buy 2 fires, build them up. Might regret removing Mind Square, but it'll be fine. Alright, shouldn't take long to build up.
Want some? Fire.
Ow, I wasn't expecting to be turned to Terra Sickle. That's Ventus's job.
You're done.
Get them birds. They're not dead.
Freeze. Here. Here. So long. Take that.
There we go. It's leveled up. Words no worky. Alright, EXP chance is fire with a abounding crystal as well. So now what I can do, if I actually equip that, we can go in there. Right now we have 34, 31, 28. You can see we're getting XP per step. I believe if my controller stops disconnecting, if I just get hit for a bit. If I now leave the room, maybe not. It's possible the critical XP threshold is a little lower. Alright, let's check now. And now we're getting like 4 or so per walk. So what I'll go ahead and do is I need to briefly step away for a moment. So I'm going to mute the game. And I'm going to set it to where I'm walking into a wall. And we will see... Oh, I turned my camera. I forgot my mouse is still there. We will see if we gain any levels. I'm going to mute myself, and I'll be back later. Soonish. Won't be long. Alright, so development. It seems to be based on distance traveled. The jumping does seem to count as distance traveled. But not as much as just walking. So yeah, there's not really a good way to get the most out of that, I guess. Unless you find, like, a circular room. Is there a circular room? So then I could, like, run along the wall the whole way. But I have to find a way to avoid a door. Alright, well, it was a decent proof of concept. I'm gonna go ahead and unmute the game. Now there's no longer a constant siren. I think that would be the case if I could just find a room that was circular and had no doors for me to go out of. So somehow it needs to be circular, but the access point needs to be in the center. There needs to be no doors, which I can't think of a room that qualifies. The jumping does work, but it still didn't seem as effective as walking. But it is just extra XP on top of grinding. It's fine. Get down here, bird. That's smooth. That Terra uses a ton. Okay, well, he sometimes uses a ton. He used it like twice when I fought him. The other time. For a while, I just had him in a loop of using a different attack, I think. It's pretty weird. Yeah, crit impact him. Ooh.
Want some? Take that. Want some? Fire!
I'm sure you could use the XP Walker to pretty decent effectiveness if you were just going to leave it on overnight like that.
So long.
But at that point, it doesn't matter how inefficient it is, it's still more progress than the 0 you would make while sleeping.
Want some?
So I'm sure you could just set it up to just keep jumping, like an auto thing. And yeah, even though it's not as efficient as running forward, it just didn't seem like it was as efficient.
Want some?
you will at least gain more than if you had not.
You're done.
Even though there's actually nothing in that direction. Thus the game has spoken.
Take that. Want some?
Alright, how are we doing on melds? Seems like we might have some meldables. One second, I'm gonna adjust how I am situated. I hope that doesn't affect too much, but my seat was not exactly most comfortable. Alright, what can I do with Dark Haze? Blitz? Faraga? That's probably just gonna be Dark Faraga. Let's do Blitz. That's gotta make something cool, right? Sonic Blade. I'd say Sonic Blade is pretty cool if it's anything like it was in Chain of Memories. Yeah, I'd want any of those. Got Fusion Strike. That's just Thunder Surge. Binding Strike. Got Unknown there. Deep Freeze, dang. What's Thundera gonna make? Probably Thundega? That makes sense. Yeah, Thundega. And it's probably gonna make some form of Aroga. Oh, Vision Faraga, okay. This is gonna be Crawling, which we do want. Alright, that's all those sorts for fire. We have Blizzara, which for some reason it thinks Blizzaga is a new thing. Pretty sure it's not. Wait, is it? Have I not made a Blizzaga? No, we have Blizzaga. Okay. Maybe the Blizzaga I made didn't come from that combo. Or maybe it just doesn't store that way. Maybe I take another Blizzard, or is it still question mark? It's still question mark. So it doesn't remember. We gotta find the magic thing, apparently. We don't have magic recipe. Well, Sonic Blade will be good. I'll throw in a Slot Edge just because that needs leveled up, probably. And I guess Magnet Spiral, even though I don't like it, we can level it up. Let's see how that does. This wasn't supposed to be me grinding.
Wind. Thunder. Fire.
I slide so far.
Gather.
Doesn't have enough range. I'd save the Sonic Blade for another wave.
Thunder.
Is my magic just that bad, or do I need to level up my thunder damage?
Fire. You're done.
Beat him.
Gather.
And remember, I'm not invincible to projectiles during Magnet Spiral, that's why I didn't like it.
Heal.
I think it was actually relatively decent, despite, or not despite, but if it wasn't for that, it'd be relatively decent, but since it leaves me vulnerable, I can't really use it against any sort of boss.
Wind. Thunder. Say goodbye. Fire.
Alright, let's Sonic Blade this. Not bad. I think it ended early. Yeah, it keeps getting stuck on this bridge.
You're done.
Actually making okay progress in terms of leveling.
Take that.
Certainly better than I expected when we started this.
Thunder.
only speed up once we get this crawling fire leveled up.
Fire! Drift!
I think something about these enemies, I seem to be gaining far more levels or something. Even compared to Keyblade Graveyard. It's probably placement of them. Still somewhat weak enemies despite being at this stage of the game. Like a Vision Faraga combined with Crawling Fire. I don't know, just stick a pulsing in. There we go, Mega Flare with Finish Boost. Level up these random stop commands, maybe I make stop go or something.
Take that! Want some? Wind! Thunder!
Gotta just not have Thunder Boost at all. That's my assumption for why my Thunder is so weak. I grant as I'll see Thunder there instead of Thundega.
Fire!
Boom!
Stop!
The enemy's dead. Stop.
You're done! Take that!
Sonic Blade definitely has potential, which makes sense. It was crazy overpowered in Rechain. Makes sense that coming here would still be pretty powerful.
Want some? Take that! Want some? Take that!
Might only have time to beat Villains Vendetta with Terra today. Because I got the grind of Ventus as well. And that's going to take a while. Grind up. For Ventus.
Wind! You're done! Thunder! Fire!
Alright. Got Stopra, Thunder, Arrow. Let's melt in some more stuff again. I guess we're making Stopka. A USP chance didn't stack, unfortunately. How about stop and something else that isn't stop? No? Okay. That's stop or bind and that. No. Okay, Aroga. That's a weird thing. Surely that's gonna make something weird. Wind Cutter. Oh, but we already have Wind Cutter at some point. We'll love Deep Freeze for the fun, but I don't know. I don't like Deep Freeze, but hey. It's just a problem with being a high power magic on Terra, which is notably pretty weak. At least when it comes to using magic.
Take that. Gather. Freeze.
No enemies. I guess maybe I have to kill the guys in the center. Something. Alright, now do these groups spawn? Wait, have I even left the room? I haven't even left the room. I'm pretty sure this is still the same cycle. So that was just missing from me not killing him last time.
Want some? Want some?
Hmm.
Take that. Want some?
I might stop at 40 for Terra. I think he might be able to do it at 40.
Heal.
That might be stupid. It probably is stupid.
Fire. Want some? Gather. Freeze. Say goodbye.
Actually, Deep Freeze is not what I thought it was. It's not too bad. It's basically the same thing as Wind Cutter, but it freezes the enemy instead of whatever Wind Cutter does.
Fire.
That's what I get for trying to remember abilities based off just the ability name.
Take that. You're done. Fire.
Alright, melding commands again. We have slot edge. Can I do anything with that? We make blitz. That doesn't feel like the best usage of my slot edge. I just buy another blitz. Deep freeze is neat, but wind cutter kind of does the same thing. It doesn't freeze them, but it does kind of very similar attack, and only takes one slot. So let's level up Stop Go.
Take that. Want some? Take that.
Also, once we hit 40, we still have an okay amount of arena left to go through, so we might gain a level or two just from doing that as well. I doubt it though, because the FP doesn't seem great in the arena.
Say goodbye.
Dead. So maybe that one. Alright, Stop Go's still leveling up, we'll let that build up, and then we'll go ahead and assemble a battle deck. I should have plenty of money to buy what we need. Stop Go still needs level up. Not sure what I thought it'd be leveled.
Fire. Freeze. Stop. Take that. You're done.
Nice.
Gather.
It's not like I'm not getting good XP, I just don't want to spend this entire time grinding. I've already spent way too much time doing so.
Stop. Take that.
Yeah, I thought Deep Freeze was going to be similar to the final attack of that Heatblade combo I just did.
Fire. Gather. Freeze.
Oh, magic increased. Fascinating. Alright, what is that? 6,000? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Before I do that, Mega Flare. Wipe a crowd with one shot, why not? Actually, that's probably the answer. If I can just wipe the crowd with one shot. How much is buying more Mega Flare? Can I buy more Mega Flare, I suppose is the better question. I don't know if I can. I can buy Fission Faraga and Crawling Fire and put that together into another Mega Flare. But I can't just outright buy Mega Flare. Well, for the sake of crowd clearing, it doesn't get better than that. Anything else that can be put here? Thanks, Thunder. I don't want to try to make my Thunder not terrible. Yeah, we only have one Thunder boost. That's what I thought. I think we're gonna need like 3 Mega Flares, not just 2.
Freeze! Fire! Hit! Draw! Hit! Fire! Fire!
And he even kills those balloon guys when it hits from the front. Nothing does that. Other than ice, but
Fire!
certainly nothing fire does that.
Fire! Thunder! Freeze! Fire! Fire! You're done!
We need to hit level 5 on both of them. Not 5, 4. I think is actually what we need.
Fire! Freeze! Fire! Fire! Thunder! Hit! Hit!
Back down, you brewer. I'm gonna shoot you.
Fire!
The real thing to do would be to get my health low and then do the Mega Flare thing. It'd be hard because I just gain healing.
Fire!
But if I could do that,
Fire!
that'd be pretty effective.
Fire!
Maybe once more again. Let's then put Thunder together with Thunder to get ourselves Thunder Boost. And we'll do that again with Thundera and Thundera with a Shimmering. Get the last Thunder Boost we need. I'm going to take Cure off. I'm going to reluctantly equip both these. I'm going to reluctantly equip this Mega Flare. I don't know if I actually want to right now. And I'm going to see if I do that thing I was saying. So I just gotta lower my health first, and then we Mega Flare the enemies to death. Our problem is we regain health. But I probably need to turn off my absorption field. At least these built up fast. You know what I can do? I can make another Mega Flare. I think 3 Mega Flares is probably enough to cycle through the crowd. The good news is I can also just buy Sonic Blades. So I'm going to go ahead and buy like 4 Sonic Blades. I feel like one of the characters has a chance when they try to make Mega Flare, they don't actually make Mega Flare, and they end up making something else. I already had a fishing flare. Oh well. It's not like I need this money. I can always sell some commands I don't need. Initially I was going to stop at 40, but it's actually easier to grind here than I thought it was going to be. So let's get up to 43 like we did with Aqua. Alright, abilities time. We're going to turn off Treasure Magnet. And that will help me not pick up everything. And I'm just going to get hit a lot. Come on, once more. I need to wait the money now. It's a little awkward. And every time I gain a little bit of health, I have to take the time to get smacked a bit. So we did just immediately max out. It's Vision for Aga. Stick a Chaos to it. I don't know what it's going to give me. HP Prize Plus. That's not really what I wanted. In fact, that's technically the opposite of it. Now I do actually remember that's a skill. And go and unequip it. Clearly what we need is another Mega Flare. I'm going to take Deep Freeze off. We're going to equip some of our Sonic Blades, maybe do some of that. Twisted Arrows is still leveling up. I can't totally turn it off, but I can at least lower it down to that. I gotta wait for the cover. Smack me. I keep forgetting to get out of there before the orbs drop. That was too early, I think. So effective. This clears everything. Also, wait, hold on. Now that I have my Mega Flare built up, I should be able to turn off HP Prize Plus. That'll help slightly. Once more, come on. Unfortunately, it does kind of lock me in place for a while, so I can't dodge away immediately. Hit me. Everything is cleared. Alright, we're 4,000 XP away from the next. Stop at that one, and then we will go head to the battlefield. I think I'll keep one Mega Flare for fighting. We'll have 2 Sonic Blades, I think. 2 Curas. And that leaves 2 more slots. Probably Fire Surge. Certainly, I think instead of walking to all these side groups, it might be more effective to just walk in, nuke the middle. Actually, I might have 2 groups active at once. Wait until you have 2 groups active at once. Actually, is there a limit to that? If I walk in here and spawn some enemies here and spawn some enemies here, when do those guys despawn? I don't think it's distance based. The Mega Flare itself is distance based, that increase. But it also lingers for long enough that not only does the enemies in this wave die, but the next wave dies as well, and that's what's going to be a big deal for the arena. Being able to clear multiple waves at once. Terra needs everything he can get. Alright, let's save the game. It's time to earn an Ultima weapon, hopefully, maybe, probably not. But we'll try our hardest. Oh, actually, I should not have an entire deck full of Mega Flare. I mean, it's effective, but, it's not going to be that effective. And we'll alternate the Sonic Blades with the Fire Surges. And then we'll have our Curaga. Or not Curaga, but just Cura. So we got a Mega Flares, 2 Sonic Blades, 2 Fire Surges, 2 Curas. Chaos Snake is going to be our Shot Lock until we unlock our better Shot Lock, which will be a bit. Oh, hold on, before I go in there, we should turn our abilities back on. Might save us in a pinch. Having extra orbs. Alright, Treasure Tussle again. We loved this one so much last time, we'll do it again. Maybe Mega Flare will make it better. Or Sonic Blade. But if I lock onto an invincible enemy like that with Sonic Blade, it kind of gets wasted. Mega Flare! You lived, how dare you. The whole point of Mega Flare, how dare you. If I jump and use Mega Flare, no, it puts me on the ground. Alright, I got all the way up here and the enemies are gone. Except for you for some reason. You're all the way up there. Go down here. Why are you down here?
Take that.
I managed to get launched during Sonic Blade. I didn't think that was going to be possible. I think that was just round 2. How many waves is this? Again, that's my biggest problem with the Mirage Arena. Every wave is actually like 3 waves.
Take that. Take that. Take that. Take that. Take that.
It'd be so much nicer if it was like the old ones where it would just spawn the entire wave and you could clear the entire wave with 1 AoE. Because actually clearing the enemy was just never the big part of any of the Colosseums. Except for like some waves. And it still really isn't. These are just tedious to kill. Especially here.
You're done. Heal.
Like, does not help that verticality is probably one of the worst things this game does.
You're done.
In terms of its combat. It is not vertical at all. Your aerial combos kind of just suck.
Take that.
A lot of your aerial combos throw you back on the ground for some reason. Or only attack a very specific height. Oh wow, thanks. Oh, I just wanted to fight an enemy that spends the entire fight not being hit. Those are my favorite type of enemy.
Take that.
Again, I would love if we get another one of this system, and we get to fight actually fun enemies. Because I don't think there's a single enemy in this game that I actually like fighting.
So long.
They all just sort of exist. Some of them are annoying, and others are just sort of there. But none of them are actually, oh yeah, I like fighting this enemy.
Take that.
Which is a shame, because it's a neat combat system.
You're done.
And it is at least less flawed at its core than the card system is. Because while the card system is fun to pull off like sleights and things, once you figure out how to pull off sleights, you win. That's it. That's all the strategy. You can always beat whatever your opponent throws at you at that point, so there's no reason to have to worry about any of the cards. Okay, we're finally done with this fight. I have to do it one more time, but not yet. "7 minutes of chasing chests around." I've got Sonic Blade here. For these weak guys. I'll save my Mega Flare because we only have one of it for the actual stronger enemies when they show up. Why did I not use Mega Flare when I was doing Aqua? Because I seem to recall these fights taking a while, and Mega Flare is really effective. So I must have not used Mega Flare at all in my loadout. But I'm pretty sure I did actually have Mega Flare. Or maybe I only learned Mega Flare towards the end when bosses started happening. And Mega Flare is a lot less effective against bosses. I mean, it does something, but it's not as helpful. Because they can, in fact, still take damage while casting it. These guys. These guys are just plain annoying. Don't get in a reprisal loop. At least with the character you can block them on, it's okay. But they seem like you're supposed to hit them back, and then you hit them in the back, and they just turn around and hit you. Here we go. Is this in Prisoner 2 or in Prisoner 3? Does he have legs? He appears to have legs. This is in Prisoner 3. We are going to die immediately. Alright, well, that could have gone worse. You seem to tank it okay, at least for now. I can Sonic Blade him, but only if he's not actively hitting me. If he's actively hitting me, that does not work. I can turn reprisals off. Nice. Was not intentional, but it worked. Hey, it ran him in. I'm assuming... Oh, I bet Sonic Blade is giving me a ton of XP, actually. See how it works. Distance. Get Mega Flared. Alright, fine, get Sonic Bladed. Fire Surge. There we go. Something. Alright, let's turn off our reprisal. Alright, now for Keepers of the Arena. If we beat this, we do get a new shot lock. Also, why does my arena level seem kind of low? Is it metals? It's probably metals. Yeah, I think we reached the 55 marker by the end of our last one. So that helped us get a little bit further. Oh, I missed Time to Chill. Okay, let's do Time to Chill first. See this I did. No, no, we're not confined to that box. I kind of assumed we were, but we can actually just go all the way up into the empty stands. Die! Burn you. Sonic Blade you. Mega Flare! Oh wait, that didn't actually... There we go. I kinda use Fire Surge as a reprisal. Alright. No, you don't. I'm using this stored blade charge to not die. Alright, now it's just you, Hades. Oh, Hades, get down here. Mega Flare, even though you don't care.
You're done. Yes. Here comes the heat. That's it. You're done. So long. That's it.
He's using his invincibility attack a lot less than when I fought him with Aqua.
Heal. Take that. You're done. So long.
I'm actually gonna get destroyed by the Imprisoner, I just know it.
So long.
Alright, already we're kind of doing far less to these guys. But we are doing damage nonetheless. Just not nearly as much as I'd like. And it's almost an entire Sonic Blade to kill one of these bigger guys.
So long. Take that. Heal. You're done.
Blade Charge. One thing with Blade Charge is I feel like I'm doing even more damage than we used to with Aqua with it. Because we have all the strength compared to Aqua's none.
Take that. Heal. So long. You're done.
Kill them all. We just don't have very much magic damage. That's the problem.
Take that.
We're pretty much the opposite of our Aqua run. I think knocking out there is kind of annoying. Just knock me out of Mega Flare. I didn't think you could even do that.
Take that.
I figured it would just lock me into Mega Flare even if I took so much damage that it would kill me. Alright, here we go. How tough will he be? You get the strength. Something tells me Sonic Blade is not going to help us on the feet. Yeah, that's what I thought would happen. But we can't just do actual damage by smacking his feet. We couldn't do that the last time. Oh, and I activated Firestorm mode, which is melting his health. Okay, now Blade Charge is doing it nearly as fast, but it's still doing a good amount of damage. Oh, that was night and day. Compared to when we fought that with Aqua, gosh. To be fair, we were fighting that like 5 levels earlier with Aqua. But still. Oh, we did not do that bonus objective at all. Looks like I might need to do another battle. In addition to the Keeper. Alright, 9 rounds, let's go. Only to be stopped at the end, most likely. Well, Magic is so weak that Mega Player can't even kill all these guys. Does heavy damage, but does not kill. Go. Run some Twisted Hours. We have healing. Well, indirect healing, I should say. Okay, why are you just mandrakes but with wings? I'm gonna use the Kira. That's like, what, 1 out of 15? It doesn't matter, we were never gonna get that, but still. It's just a worse large body. It takes everything great about a large body and makes it terrible. I don't understand why. Especially when they already have that enemy type in the game. With the large purple guys that are also not large bodies. But basically serve the same purpose, but aren't as annoying. The only way to effectively kill them is just to stand there. Because if I strike them, My attacks are so slow that he turns around and hits me before I can block again. Sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes.
Take that. Take that. Take that. Take that. Take that. Heal.
I wonder if Fire Surge is listed under attack rather than a spell. Isn't it skills based off of attack and not spell? It does seem to be doing noticeably more damage.
So long. Take that.
At least compared to the spellcast. I mean, my Fire Surge is doing about as much damage as my Mega Flare does.
So long. You're done. Take that.
Just keep going. We can do this. Might take forever. Get through all these waves, and we're probably gonna die at the end, but we got this.
Take that. Take that. Take that.
I unlocked Random Strike at some point, but it didn't actually equip it, it seems, because I'm still using
Take that.
not Random Strike, which is fine. I don't really need it. It's just weird that it didn't actually equip it when I unlocked it. Because that's normally how it works.
Heal. You're done. Take that.
That should be the end of the wave, not the start of the same wave.
Heal. Heal.
It's not actually 9 rounds, it's not 9 rounds.
Heal. Take that.
And like putting any sort of enemy with these enemies just flat out does not work. Because if you hit them slightly, they're going to immediately counter it.
You're done.
But if you don't hit them, then they take forever to actually strike you. I suppose stop works on them, but am I really going to keep stop in my deck for a single thing? Especially when it doesn't work on a boss?
Take that.
You gotta block something, Terra. I know your block is terrible, but you gotta block something. If you can block above you, you can block slightly more to your right.
Take that. Take that. Take that.
During halftime, you don't even seem to actually be able to block above you. The enemy lands slightly behind me and above me instead of just above me. Then the block does nothing. Hit them in the back just to make them hit me.
Take that.
Alright, we've made it to Prisoner 3. I hope that this game has like an insane threshold between being able to actually block again after being hit. I have to go through the entire I'm flying backward animation and then land, and then my footing, and then land, and then miss because Terra's block is terrible. And I have no idea if you can block this boss. You can.
Take that. Take that. Take that.
Can't block that though.
Take that.
To be fair, he is covered in fire.
Heal.
But he's also covered in fire when he's swinging the hammer in the first place.
Heal. Heal. Take that.
There we go, finally got a Sonic Flare on him.
So long.
Except that didn't stagger him with the fire for some reason.
Heal. Take that.
Blade charge. Alright, we made it to the next fight. Not even Prisoner 4, but just the next fight.
You're done.
Shot locks and jerks.
So long. Heal. Take that. Take
Blade charge. Boom. Just ran to check on something. Okay, there we go.
Take that. Take that. Take that. You're done.
If I use shot locks more for clearing crowds, we'll be better off.
You're done.
So that was not a full charge.
So long.
Must have stopped slightly early.
Heal.
There's no way in Prisoner 4 does not destroy me.
Take that.
So this is all probably going to be for nothing.
You're done. Say goodbye. Here. 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 So long. You're done. You're done. Heal.
Okay. Please die. I'm so tired of fighting these enemies. They are not fun to fight.
Take that. Take that. Take that. Take that.
For some reason, the arena is actually not with actually kind of terrible. The rounds make no sense. The enemies don't seem to scale their XP properly. So I'm not even getting rewarded for this, other than actually winning.
Heal. Take that.
The actual enemy scaling in general is terrible in this, because they seem to scale their defense way high, way early. So if you don't have enough levels, you just flat out don't do damage.
Heal. Take that.
It's clearly designed to be a grind on a console that you can take on the go. And was not at all adjusted. Or at least if it was adjusted, it was not adjusted anywhere near enough.
Heal.
So it's still better than grinding to 99 with Riku. 'Cause at least I can find enemies that do give me XP.
So long. You're done. You're done. So long.
Maybe I just don't want to let the player gain levels from the arena. And that's why they either give no XP or give weirdly scaled XP for how difficult this fight is actually scaled.
Heal.
So I can one-shot half the enemies in the courtyard we were in earlier. And get far more XP than fighting these guys. Who I absolutely cannot one-shot.
Heal.
And you can tell that because otherwise I would have gained a level by now. Just from the sheer amount of enemies we fought.
Take that.
Probably would have gained like 3 levels by now.
Take that. Take that. Take that. Heal. Take that. Take that.
Round 8, one more round. The guys that are weak to fire won't die from a mega flare.
So long. You're done.
When I'm barely below level. I'm not even sure I am below level. Because the other one is scaled to 45, and I'm like 44 at this point now, probably.
Heal. Take that. Heal.
It's just my magic is that weak. Terra might not even have it.
You're done.
Or might as well not even have it. That's what I meant to say.
Take that.
Which is kind of a problem, because arena fights are meant for magic.
Take that.
I mean, they give you spells that group of enemies and kill all the enemies you grouped up for a reason.
Take that. You're done. Take that. Take that.
It's better be the end of the wave so I can finally die a prisoner. That went way too long. It's all just busy work.
Take that.
But how did I get hit there? I was not even in that hit area. Good news, I'm fairly confident we can kill this guy. Oh good, that didn't kill me. That's fine, don't lock on. That's not like I pressed the lock on button 3 times. I almost died. Will you have some build up to your attacks, please? It was just like, how about I start spinning? Alright, I finished spinning, let's start spinning again. Feels like he's meant for a game where my attacks don't take forever to end. I have no idea how I slipped in Sonic Blade there. Get far enough, you don't even have to worry about it. I guess the key to dodging that one is just be far. Yeah, that's what I want to target. Can you break out of my combos while I'm in that stop phase? What you doing? Okay, you're doing that, we can handle that. Yes. Alright, we got a Iron and Prisoner down. It was agonizing, but he is dead. I think I healed one more time, then. Aqua dude. But now... unfortunately it's not leveled up. But now I can use the ultimate cannon. I don't even know if the ultimate cannon's any good. I do know though that Mega Flare is just wasted space in my deck. Something I would have switched out a while ago, but I was in that fight forever. No, these are too dangerous to keep my deck. Why not more Sonic Blade? I don't know really what to do. Seems like it'll probably work. Problem is, yeah, I need more medals, I think. Well, I could do Copycat Crisis, but then I have to do 8 rounds. I cannot stand these rounds. Just let me fight the boss. Either reward me for fighting the enemies up to the boss, or let me fight the boss. But don't make me fight through 8+ rounds of enemies with minimum reward. Alright, what we got? It charges slow. That's because it's not upgraded yet. It's a big blast. That's what it is. No, I don't know if that's even actually going to be any good. There's the reason why Aqua's was so good, because it just keeps hitting the enemy. Even if the enemy has enough defense to withstand the hits, it's still at least taking several hits. That seems to be just one big hit. Just make them all explode. Technically, I missed this one, so it should be easier than the one we just did. Probably gained more XP in the arena from walking with the usage of Sonic Blade than I did from actually killing any enemies. Assuming that does actually give me XP the same way walking does. Oh! Oh, I see. It has a charge. Now that I've leveled it up, it can actually charge up more. I just did that because I was able to charge it to maximum. You know, it said I charged it to maximum last time. See, if I can charge my focus here, that'd be good. There we go. Except there's not actually a big crowd here. They're not real. It's a lie. So it doesn't work to charge my blade. Alright. Blade charge. Go! Yay, Sonic Blade again. Now. I feel like Ventus get pretty heavy use out of Sonic Blade. See, when we play Ventus, we're going to have access to both Magic and Melee. But presumably one's not going to just fall way behind the other. So yeah, we've seen our physical attacks being terrible, and we've seen our magical attacks being terrible, and now we'll get to see both of them be relatively okay. There's 8 rounds. It'll be fine. That's basically my Mega Flare now. I feel like the other one might have been better. The finisher move, I mean. Because it was always a throw attack. And now it's sometimes not a throw attack, which happens much faster. So I can't quite rely on the invincibility as much. I think. I'm not sure.
Take that. You're done.
Get back here, bird. I can't even shot lock him. I've hit getting him with a massive cannon. And what happens if I do a
You're done.
one shot? That wasn't terrible.
You're done.
It's not great, but it wasn't terrible.
Heal. Take that.
There we go. Get that bird.
You're done.
Done indeed. Come on, bird. Back down here. I'll surge you. Alright, it's you. Just go right. He did. He just is using the same attack.
You're done.
Ah, it fired out the bottom. I wasn't ready for that. I was very purposely avoiding. How did I block it last time?
Take that. Heal.
Just keep blocking. It'll save me eventually.
Take that. Heal.
Eventually I'll be allowed to block an attack that's coming right at me.
Heal. Heal.
Alright, they finally dead. Can I fight the actual boss now?
You're done.
Gotcha. Alright, that just leaves one fight. Well, and also we gotta unlock it. We're kind of one medal away. Unless I somehow got enough medals to reach the next goal. Yeah, we're one medal away. I could do Monstro, but I really don't want to do Monstro. Maybe finish it fast with my shot lock, I don't know. Alright, we have surfaced. So the plan is to beat Monstro up.
Heal. You're done.
That was okay, I guess.
Heal.
It's still gonna take two more of those to actually defeat Monstro. Something that notably I cannot actually charge. Well, out here. Like I can charge it with these hits. Huh, I can still hit him in the water. Using random end. I figure we just end immediately. Or maybe even randomly. Yeah, this is definitely doable. Sure what he's aiming at. I think he's just running down the timer. I think the key's going to be to get up onto his tongue, smack it a bit, and then do a shot lock. Not a lot, but like a combo or two. Yeah, that's what I want to lock onto. Apparently I can make things mini with random. And it does say to play with random statuses, and mini is a status. Run down the clock, monstro. Alright, just destroy all the bombs, that's fine. I'm so painfully close, come on. Dang it. Anything but Sonic Blade would have killed him. Bring it, monstro. Jump right at me. Where are you at? Jump. This one monster is terrible. Yeah! Right into his mouth. Take him out, Terra. Still too long. But we made it to level 25, which is what we need for the battle, I think. I can now do Villains Vendetta. Alright, let's see how bad this is. Oh, don't put me on the ground in the lasers. It's not impossible, but could be better. Problem is, while Sonic Blade is effective, sometimes it just misses him because he floats, and Sonic Blade is a grounded ability.
So long. You're done.
Oh, good to know that still hits when the boss is behind me. Ah, okay.
Heal.
I did not think that one through.
Take that. So long. You're done. Take that. So long.
Alright, another one down. Prisoner 2? Nope. Spindly.
Take that. Heal. You're done. So long. You're done.
Yeah, this doesn't stun him at all, so I gotta be careful.
Heal. Take that. Heal. Take that. You're done.
Oh, he dodged. Okay, I do have some invincibility, but not a lot. I can't chain it as easily, is the thing.
Take that. So long. You're done.
Alright, who we got now? Prisoner 2. Oh, I'm on fire.
Heal. You're done.
If I can block the hammer, I can set up a Sonic Blade pretty easily.
You're done.
But that requires blocking the hammer. which on his faster forms is pretty hard to do. I would like to hit the enemy from the air. What was the last guy? There's a prisoner in 4, but what's in the 7th fight? I'm fighting prisoner 3 next. Alright, and prisoner 3, this is the hard one. Nice that the camera wasn't terrible. If I time it right, I can cycle into another Sonic Blade. But if I do it too early, it breaks out. This may be cheesy, but hey, it's working. Yeah, I find this one harder than 4, just because 4 keeps using... 4 can be harder, but he tends to keep using certain abilities that make him pretty easy to avoid. I don't want to die. Alright. broke out of my combo. Oh, this is fine. I'm not gonna say you're easy or anything, but compared to Mr. Hammer, complete walk in the park. Blade charge, because I need to save my life. Why can't I block this? I'm mad if I die at the end of this, okay. Okay, we just don't have enough focus. And I can't get close enough to kill this guy. Never been more vulnerable with Sonic Blade. So I want to lock onto that one, please. The one that has less health, and when I kill, has the boss be weaker. Ah, perfect position for a blade charge. Unfortunately, my options here are not as great as Aqua's. Can't just do massive damage in that attack. Tried to block that for some reason, keep forgetting. Alright, we did it. We've made it to Iron Prisoner 4, and we have not fallen over dead. This is it. Immediately cast here, block him. Will I be able to Sonic Blade him? That is the question. No. No, I will not. Why did you lose lock on? The arena's not even that big, just lock onto the boss. Trying to keep my fire surge ready for dodging. That's the plan. Except it didn't work. I'm not dead. It never works. Why do I keep Sonic Blading? Oh, that could kill me. What was it doing? There we go. I finally got him to Sonic Blade combo. Dang, I was too far away. Not sure I broke out of that. Alright, fine. Thanks, game. Dude has gone red once. He heard me say it was easy, and he was like, I'm never gonna give you the easy attack. Alright, there we go. The cage. Why would I want to lock onto the cage when I'm not in the cage? That shouldn't even... Well, I guess it was a multiplayer option at some point. Alright, well, the game just spared my life. Painfully close, come on. Yes! It was very cheesy, but he is dead. We've gotten a second ultimate weapon. 2 down. 1 to go. Oh good, I get a bonus. Doubles my magic. I think his is a little bit bigger than Aqua's was. Though outside of that, I'm pretty sure it's the exact same design. Alright, well we definitely don't have time for Ventus tonight, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go smack something with this. That took forever. Shoot, I got so used to wearing the armor, I forgot this is what Terra looked like.
Want some?
Alright, well in comparison to that, Ventus should be easy. So next time... we will be doing that process with Ventus. Yeah, I gained 1 level since the last time I saved. The entire time I did all of that arena, I gained 1 level. Aqua did it actually at 32, not 30. Or not 32. That's Ben. 42. I thought she was at 43. I must have been patient. Never again. Except once again. But never again will I do this. Alright, anyways, that was me torturing myself playing Terra for getting his ultimate weapon. Now we got the ultimate weapon, and no, I'm not doing anything else. That's good enough. I'm tired. I have things to do. So I'm going to go ahead and go to bed. But thanks for watching. Tomorrow we're playing State of Decay. We'll be starting a fresh community in Trumbull Valley. And next time we'll be playing Game Hearts. It will be Monday. Yeah, it'll be Monday. Which does not conflict with anything as far as I know. Other than that, I'll put Mina in the morning as well. So feel free to watch that. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.